Hello and welcome to the round 11 team lists and my final trades heading into this round. Now, excuse the top in a bit of celebration at the moment, as I should be. Tottenham's first trophy in 17 years, major trophy, so it's a long time coming, but soak it all in, Spurs fans, is all I got to say. But back to what's at hand here. So we got the team lists in, and there's a lot of carnage this week for Supercoach. So these team lists are very important. Most of the notable ones we already know about, the injuries, that sort of thing. So this is just going over possible options that we can trade down to heading into this week and getting ready for the buys. So nothing super notable in the first game tonight. Tom Stewart is back, but he's kind of fell out of the Supercoach rotation. A lot of people jumped early on Bose, I think. That would be a mistake. Here's a bad story. So we've got Sard, who's been omitted, who I brought in last week, so that's not great. And Archie Wicks omitted. So if people are going to pick him up at the most basement price you could, it's not going to be possible anymore because he is omitted. So that's one option gone. Over here we have nothing at all. Nankervis managed. He's up against Essendon, so Todd Goldstein's going to probably score quite a few points against Ryan. Then we go down to here. We got a big list for Carlton. De Koning is in, so if you held him, that was probably only a week of missing out on De Koning, so not too bad. Callahan, as we know, injured for 4 or so weeks. They're gonna estimate, so that's a bad thing for me. McGuinness managed. No, Huswaite's not back in the team, even though he killed it in the VFL. And then Coleman has been managed, so it's another extra week that we get to watch of Coleman before he is an option for us. So that's one more option gone. Down here, nothing super important at all. William Hayes, doubt he keeps his spot at all. Port have a big rotation, so Horn Francis, so we know, is injured. Debutant of Hugh Jackson. He's quite small. He's a midfielder, so I don't think he holds his spot for too long either, because there's a lot of injuries at the moment. Our whole entire back line is just gone. Nothing notable there. And then we go to the extended benches. So there's nothing clear cut on the extended benches except that Hole's been named again. He's been killing it for ages in whatever the WAFL it is. Just give him a game. Archer Reed back as well. Oh, then we got nothing here. Big list over here. Patton might be back. Not really an option. No options there. Garcia omitted, so a lot of people have had Garcia in their flex position I've seen, and he's out omitted. Boxall might be an in for a couple more weeks now that McRae's injured for 4 or so weeks. So if you're really desperate, you could go there. So there's nothing really notable on here that is going to incentivize a move for Supercoach reasons. So what I did discuss earlier in the week was Clark and Tom Green, Callahan and McRae. Now, I was going to do that, so we'll just reverse the changes for now. I think McRae has to go because his break even's high anyway. Callahan's still going to have to go, and I'm just torn on keeping Horn Francis. Like, that could linger. It's a hamstring injury. It might just have to be the big three gone, which is 3 trades I don't really want to use. It makes a boost gone, but there is other options I want to move on, like Hewitt. And I want to make a big play this week. Very big play. So in the team list, Vicentini has got another week. The problem with Vicentini is he has this week and then he's got his bye. So you're buying him right now. Then he has a bye and he comes pointless for next week. And I've got a few other players. So I've got a couple North boys. I don't have many Carlton. So I've got North. I have Rosie as well. So it's not a super harsh buy round for me. So it could be an option if he's held his spot, but it's also risky because he always has John Sweet like breathing down his neck as a spot. I think, in my personal opinion, as a Port supporter, that John Sweet is better. I think they're just blooding Visentini. I don't know why they're not playing Sweet. He got towered a couple weeks in a row, but then Visentini's had an easy run against Blitzarves and got rolled by Blitzarves. So I don't know if I'm going to go there, but that could be a real interesting play that we could play around with. I know that it's an obvious pick to jump on Simpson this week. It's just a real obvious pick, but that means that I'm going to have to play another extra rookie this week, which is a real shame. So what I'm thinking is I swap Ashcroft to the forward line. I'll work that out, but I still want to get Tom Green in because I feel like with Callahan's out status, 4 weeks of Tom Green, he's got the late bye. He's got to take a bit of the load, if you know what I mean. Hey, yo. Forward. We have a forward position, and I've been not wanting to fill a forward position for ages because there's nothing that looks super attractive to me here. Petrarca is maybe the one option that I had, but he's getting 31 touches and not even hitting the ton. It's a risky play. Luke Jackson, I know heaps of people are jumping on, and that is because the forward ruck status gives you lots of flexibility, but Sean Darcy should be back in like a week or two, so I don't feel like it's someone you should be jumping to for towards the end of the season. It's just, I don't think it's wise in my personal opinion. So I'm thinking Peatling is a very interesting pick. While Crouch is out, he could be just used as a sole moneymaker, but if you go there, you may as well go the full length and go for Bolton, who could do the exact same and more. It's just Bolton, he just had his 150, so his break even's real small. But a couple weeks before, Bolton had a 5 game right here. He had 5, which is absolutely insane. Now, before then, he's been okay, but he can give you those 5 scores. He can go absolutely missing. He is versing Port this week, and I think that it could be a real option to just get some easy money made. So it also lets you have a little bit more confidence in a fieldable score than getting another rookie. See, I've got Simpson and Bolton in here. I would like to get rid of one of the rookies on field, but my matchup this week isn't super hard, so I'm not really pushing for it. I would be more confident in... No, I think Simpson, we should give him a shot. It's either Hewitt or Simpson for me. And I'm thinking that we give Simpson a shot straight on field. I'm not sure a lot of people, other people will be doing it, but I think that it's a real option. But the problem is that now I've got Reed, I've got Trainer, I've got Lindsay, I've got Simpson, and Ashcroft. That is too many rookies to be playing on field this late into the season. All I'm doing is banking cash for next week, as I have 660,000. There's a couple picks that I'm looking towards. Butters in the midfield, Gorn in the ruck when Flynn has a big game against, who's he playing? Riley Bryan. So that could be a triple move that I could set myself up for the weeks coming. Butters is the only thing with Butters is that he has his bye next. So Butters after that bye would be a perfect option, especially if he doesn't go nuclear this week. I think that Butters is a must-have. And then Gorn, I'm not sure when his bye is. Oh, even 15, around 15 it is. Yeah, so that's a while away. So you could, if he pops out a stinker, that would give me 1 week to work with. So I think that this is what we're going to roll with this week. I'm going to be monitoring this till the bounce because I'm not confident in all these rookies playing. Like Trainer, I don't want to keep for another week. I wanted to move him on. But a couple of these dudes just had to go. Like Callahan, I wasn't intending on keeping for the whole year. He started playing well again, but I was intending to move him on eventually anyway. McRae, he had been disappointing for a while, and then I wanted to hold on to Horn Francis, and it still could be an option because of Horn Francis's early buy, but he's listed as 4 weeks, which means he won't be coming back towards the end of like round 14, 15. So I don't know. I feel like if you were to keep any of the three, I would be keeping McRae because it could be short. But it's also the most risky to be prolonged as an injury. A punctured lung is testy waters. So it's either that or I hold on to Horn Francis for one more week and then save a trade. Of course, I had to have all three, which has really ruined me for this week. I'm just going to have to prep for next week, is my opinion, which leaves me with only 17 trades left to take into the buys. I would way rather have more. At least I still have one boost if I really need it. But that's what we're going to roll with. All right. Thank you for watching. Disastrous week for all of us Supercoach players, but we all have to deal with it. I just have to cop the brunt of three of them. So good luck to everyone this week. Don't expect a big score in the round 11 review. All right. Thank you for watching, and go Tottenham Hotspur. Hold the horses. Just an update. I've decided against the Bolton play. I don't know what is telling me not to do it, but something's telling me not to do it. In one way, I want to start moving people into my team that I want for the rest of the year, and I feel like Bolton is got to buy in a couple weeks' time. I don't think that it is the play. Personally, I've just thought about it a little bit more, so I've opted for Petrarca right now. I do like his fixture, and I like how his buys towards the end. It was either Petrarca or Dawson in the flex position, but I thought Petrarca, I like watching him as a player, and I like to have people in my team that I like to watch. So, Petrarca, welcome to the team. I'm going to be holding him for the rest of the year, and that's what I should think other teams should be making moves for. People they want in their team for the rest of the year. So, just an update. No Bolton. We're rolling with Petrarca.